Welcome back to the second part of the second to last episode of Daybreak City Nights Season 1. The nearly imperceptible footfalls of Winona, the Wanderer, make their way down this alleyway. The sun is still fairly high in the sky. It's about 3:30 in the afternoon, and you sort of walk around the corner of a building to a vantage point where you can see the address and the warehouse there between another pair of buildings, and actually are able to see some movement, as it looks like there is maybe one or two people outside the front door. I think that probably slightly less quietly, the rest of the party follows up behind you, peeking over your shoulder, trying to see past your voluminous hair.
Can we do like the stack thing where we're all kind of like, looking over? Yeah,
for sure.
So we scoping this place out or what?
Yes. Shh.
Oh, quiet. Sorry.
I'd like to get a beat on this place. So you said there are people out front. I'd like to get a read on whose people they are.
Okay. I'll assume this. I will assume that you will probably be able to, without needing too much of a stealth roll, get to where... Well, here's what we'll do. I want a stealth roll for whoever is going to sort of lead the party in being sneaky, and that will sort of tell us how close you all feel comfortable getting with like relative certainty that you can't be seen.
I'm pretty good at stealth, but I think Winona's better.
Actually, how good are you at stealth?
5.
I think you're leading the way here, bud.
Oh no. My rolls have been trash. Why me?
That just means your next one will be better.
Yeah,
If you're gonna take the lead, it's with help for sure.
Can I get help from Winona, especially keeping Tonya and Rory
But I
in
want
line?
in character you to tell me how the two of you are working together, how Winona is helping you.
Okay, so I'm definitely letting Aelin take the lead, mainly because it's bright out and my hair. It's a bit much, right?
It's a lot.
So I'm kind of using his height to my advantage here, and as we're walking, I'm just kind of giving him little signals to stick closer to the wall. Stop. Okay. Keep going.
Aelin's going to... He's not going to sneak. He's going to act like he belongs. Because Aelin deliberately sticks out like a sore thumb to misdirect people. His entire shtick with the shirt and the gooby demeanor is to get people to underestimate him. And by being a bit of a lost tourist, studying the architecture, mooching around, he aims to get closer.
Yeah, let's get that roll.
Okay. Do I have advantage from Winona's help?
Yes.
Yay!
Yeah.
Teamwork by the power of friendship. Oh, no, that's disadvantage. Okay, let's see.
You don't have to be gross about it.
So I think it's probably a thing where with Winona's sort of observations and pointers, you're able to sort of combine both looking casual and being difficult to spot, to where if anybody does notice you, it's not going to be like, that guy's sneaking around. It's like, that poor idiot, he's gone the wrong way.
Yep. It's entirely what he's after.
Show you what you see.
Ooh. Oh.
With a good roll like that, you can sort of take a overall look at the front of this warehouse that faces the sort of thoroughfare here. This road is going to have some heavily laden carts moving through every once in a while. Not particularly frequently.
Yeah.
This is absolutely an area that the Kavitis use for shady shit and like deliberately keep it more empty than it would otherwise be. But, you know.
Senna's stomping grounds somewhat.
I would think so.
Yeah, I think Aelin would also be darting his eyes across to Senna to see if she had any particular pointers, like, or whatever. It would depend on whether Senna knew or if Winona had it and that sort of thing.
Would I recognize this particular warehouse? And
it's very, very similar. This is a neighborhood that has like just almost duplicates of these very like template, easy to build rectangular buildings, 2 stories, built to basically like have throughput. So like a big double door in the front, a big double door in the back, and enough room to drive a cart right through.
You don't have to turn around inside then. Saves time.
Right. And you would also see some folks out front very much in a we're guarding this place without trying to look like we're guarding it type of posture. And I'll tell you, anyone who has a gray number, 1, 2, 4, 5, is wearing a Kaviti Security Coalition uniform. Number 5 is on the 2nd story, not doing a very good job of looking sneakily out of a window. Number 3 looks a lot more uncomfortable and nervous, and they are wearing the raiment of the Church of the Crystal Heart. And Z and Y at the top of the screen in pink are 2 of the gang members that were hired for party security at the heist party. They're hobgoblins from the Sky Snakes.
Do I recognize them?
Probably not.
Okay.
Well, I shouldn't. I gotta yes and that.
I mean, that's
roll
probably
for it.
not. Should I?
Yeah.
Can I roll
Just-
for it?
Just roll a d20, just
Yeah,
flat.
okay.
Because it'll depend on whether they were there or not,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
How far are we away from them physically?
You are probably back down. So you see the alley at the like bottom right? Mm-hmm. Probably to the right of that, back down the alleyway.
Okay,
However-
so we're kind of like looking from beside this building.
I think Aelin is in the front, though, right? He's sort of the one who was taking point and making those observations. So he's a little closer, and you're behind him.
Can use message to relay this to other people. So I'm going to do that. I'm going to relay it to Winona because she's the one I trust to be stealthy about telling everyone else. So he takes out his copper wire. And he casually over his shoulder sort of just points back at Winona. Where is it?
Winona, dialing in. Hello, this is your friendly Aelin. Yeah, we've got 4 of the Kaviti security guys. One of them's on the top floor there. One of these church folks, they do not look comfortable. And do you remember those hobgoblins from the party? There are a couple of those here as well. Let's see if I recognize any of them from if they were there or not.
You think that one of them may, if he clocks you, recall that you were introduced as Bedge. So
You might remember us as Edge and Bedge.
Yeah.
yeah, that's right. He's the one who was like, "Your name's rhyme." That's weird.
Hey, Winona, you remember that Edge and Bedge episode we had? Yeah. One of them from that. You remember the one that said your name's rhyme and was sort of really goofy about it. That one.
You've got to be kidding me.
I'm afraid not.
So we're just gonna stand here and wait for Aelin to get back, or?
I'm going to jut my elbow back and just.
Well, I don't. What are we doing?
I'm gonna see how good my sleep is.
You casting it?
I might do.
Okay.
Oops. There. Yeah, sorry, don't let me interrupt. Winona. Carry on.
Actually, no. I think you should suss that out first if that's going to be a plan of attack that you can feasibly do, because that's going to make our lives a lot easier. Because
may I use insight to try and figure out the likely hit point total for these folks, or something similar? Because I'd like to pick like a target where I could either get someone tactical, or if I can flatten a couple of them at once.
You should get the guy that would recognize us.
That's what I'm thinking.
So here's let me think through it in a in-universe perspective. Hit points are really a person's determination and ability to it's not just how much meat can get cut off of you, but it's how much can you take and keep fighting, and how much are you able to sort of hang on, and it's something that comes with experience and proficiency, right? It's something that that the more capable people you run into have more of, and so in your mind it's more along the lines of the sleep spell,
how much
can be more resisted,
how steeled are these people's minds? How experienced do they look? Am I likely to be able to knock one of them out, hopefully at least, with a well-placed few rose petals and a few choice words in Celestial?
Yeah. So, I mean, that it's usually 100% easy to get one person, and that two can kind of depend. How about this? Roll me insight, and I'll tell you which category has the least hit points if you do.
Yeah, that would be brilliant. Thank you.
Okay.
Hold person if you need another person to. We're talking about Z and Y, right? I can hold person for the other one if you're trying to.
I also have a plan. You guys, everybody hears it in their mind.
Aelin just
What? You guys said rude. I was loud and annoying, so I'm in your heads.
Thank you.
Welcome to Tanya Land.
Can Tanya hear our replies?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, good.
If it's message. Yeah.
It's okay.
It's not any better if you're loud and annoying in our head.
Thank you for at
and
least
I
being
believe
silent.
I told you not to do it. Literally months ago.
It's important. I can look like one of those security guys, and then when I get approached, just to cast detect thoughts, and bada bing, bada boom.
Let me see if I can't put a couple of them to sleep first. That'll cause a distraction, and then you can do what you want.
Here's what I'm going to do for you. I'm going to roll for you, and I'm going to tell you what you think. And if it's a good roll, I'll tell you the truth.
Ooh, okay. I'm gonna roll my insight anyway.
Yeah.
Middling.
The hobgoblins are sort of physically large, and the people in security uniforms don't particularly strike you as anyone with a amazing amount of training. but you don't feel particularly confident about that assessment.
Yep. I think I'm going to defer to Winona's suggestion, and I'm going to knock out that hobgoblin that will probably recognize us, or at least try. So, the first thing that Aelin does is he shuffles around in his pockets. And, damn it, where did I put them? Ah, here. Finds a few rose petals. Voila! Chucks them out. They sort of drift lazily on the wind. And settle on the hobgoblin that is probably going to clock us if they spot us.
What's the radius?
Let me chuck out the.
Or you can just paste the spell if you want.
Yeah, let me get the spell details for you. There you go. Ooh, 20
feet.
Yep.
Okay, so it's just going to be the two of them. Roll 5d8.
Okay. Oh no, that's the wrong window. Right. 5d8. That's not bad.
Yeah. 2 8s, yeah. You watch the first one that you targeted. They like yawn and stretch and just like curl up on the ground immediately. The other person like kind of wipes at their eyes, the other hobgoblin, and you see them take a step behind the corner of the building where they're difficult to see.
Yeah. Okay, Aelin's gonna message again.
Alright, Tanya, all yours, go for it.
And he'll let Winona know as well about the details for that.
Sweet. Tanya uses disguise self. Let me pop that spell in the thing for you guys. And she just looks like a generic human man, like has curly hair up top, dark curly hair, a beard, and brown eyes, wearing a blazer and a pink shirt.
You suck.
And,
I thought you were saying you were going to dress as the security.
I am. I just couldn't pass up the joke. Anyways, okay, so I'm dressed up like the security guy, but I have Danny's face. And I'm just like, it's like, all right, guys, well, we'll see what I find out. Good thing this works for up to a mile. You guys are stuck with me. And Tanya walks out of the alleyway and starts like approaching like number 4, like around the back.
Oh, okay. So you're walking sort of, you're trying to basically approach from this direction.
Yeah.
Okay, very doable. You have sort of the ability to, if you need to walk around the outside of another building to come from that direction, it's not hard to do.
Yeah.
Incidentally, how long does sleep last?
Sleep lasts for 1 minute.
Okay, good to know.
Yeah,
just
so
curious.
10 rounds.
We aren't in combat.
No.
Nope. But
so yeah, you sort of walk, presumably, somewhat quickly, but hopefully not in an obvious way, and approach this guard. They look at you. There's a little bit of that. Do I know you? But they also do the like look at your badge and give you the nod upwards.
I'm gonna cast detect thoughts, but at the same time, I'm just gonna be like, "Hey, man, what's going on? Like, how you doing?" Sort of like thing, like just making small talk, like people do.
You guard around here often.
Guard around here often, bro.
Okay, so you this is a concentration
like
spell.
in a place like this.
Yeah.
Except it's just my face, so love that for me. So you've chosen a very handsome appearance. This guard, no, I'm just kidding. You can sort of the surface thoughts are probably unsurprising. There's a a little bit of just what's going on, who is this, who are they, and a genuine alertness of like, I don't know if they know whether or not they're supposed to be there, and I need to figure out if they're authorized. So you say, what's going on, how are you? And they're like, pretty well. Can I help you?
Oh yeah, I was a bit lost. They told me to come here, but don't really know where I'm supposed to be guarding at. The usual stuff. They barely give you any information these days.
The surface level thoughts are basically like, oh, this is somebody like pretty low in the ranks, like they're not clued in, and like, yeah, they don't tell those, sort of average people anything, and there's a lot of hubris in like, well, yeah, of course you don't know what's going on. At the same time, you do hear a couple voices sort of calling out over the front corner of the building saying, are you sleeping? Hello? So that's happening.
This sounds like some dudes are sleeping on the job. What are we doing here anyways? Should we go check it out?
What, because someone fell asleep?
Yeah.
Probably not.
Okay. That sounds about right.
So where did they tell you were supposed to be?
I done forgot. They just said, come here, help guard. So here I am, helping guard. And I'm asking you, you look like you're pretty high up and you know what's going on, unlike me,
Well, what do you want me to do about it? I don't know where you're supposed to be posted.
Well, tell me, I thought you were the man in charge. Thought you were the man who knew who had a plan.
I'm in charge of this door.
All right, I'll go find my own door then, bro. Don't gotta be rude about it. And
why don't you tell me your name?
Oh, my name is Caden.
Okay, Caden. Officer Caden? Private Caden? Why don't you wait out front and have one of them go in and check. I can't leave here because I'm the only one by this door, but there are a couple guys out front, and maybe one of them can check with the boss.
Okay, yeah, no, that sounds good. I should have thought of that in the first place. And Tanya goes around the front and goes up to number one.
Let me just get you guys here.
Okay.
Really quick. I got it. It should be pretty quick. Theoretically. Not that, like, we will need tokens for combat or anything, but...
Of course
we
not.
don't know.
Why would we?
Tanya is walking around the front of the building. I'm gonna put you guys here. This is not the actual squares that you're in. You're hidden down the alleyway, but just
Aelin,
in general.
Aelin probably is about there. I also have a question for you. Can I roll something to figure out more about this Crystal Heart Church to see if I can't blag my way with that Crystal Heart guy? Because they're interesting, and I also have Disguise Self.
Interesting. Maybe. I will say this. When Tanya comes around the front of the building, the person in the Crystal Heart robe and one of the Kaviti Security Coalition people are over waking up the pair of hobgoblins who had both fallen asleep, and like scolding them fairly ferociously. The hobgoblins look angry and confused. It's like this, you know how like the stupidest look possible is angry because you're confused? That's the expression. And this guard is looking like weirded out and nervous.
Winona, Senna, and I are too far back to see what's happening on the right side, or like where the sleeping guards are, right?
Yeah, but I'm going to assume that Aelin is giving you updates mentally.
Okay.
So I think everyone is aware.
Okay. And we can see Tanya talking to that guard and
and then walking around the front of the building. What are you doing, Tanya?
Tanya is internally being like, oh shit, oh fuck, oh shit, oh fuck, oh shit, oh fuck. This might not work.
I swear
oh,
jar
shit,
times
oh,
3, 4.
wow.
But worth. Yeah, okay. Do you want to do something, Rory?
I want to turn to Winona and say, I know we're like waiting here to see what's happening, but I'm kind of worried that Tanya's blowing this. Like, where is Tanya going?
I don't blame you.
Aelin relays that she seems to be trying to introduce herself to each of the guards in turn.
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
Aelin would be assuming, she's going around being the biggest pain in the butt and distraction she can. And that's the rough gist that he would be relaying that.
Can I make a smuggling roll to try to find a sneaky place that I might be able to duck into?
Does your smuggling roll specifically say on a boat?
No, that's... No? Wait, does it?
Why don't you read that? Why don't you read that ability and we'll talk about it? You know, it's D&D. We can talk about rules as written.
I might have looked at the custom skills and just seen smuggling and forgot about the feature with the written description on it.
Uh-huh.
But
well, go ahead and tell me the description and
would...
maybe we can make a case. I want to give it to you because I appreciate you using your class's stuff.
Okay. When piloting a water vehicle, I can swim. There's a case for that. Winona can use her custom smuggling skill to make stealth checks. She has expertise in this skill. So, if it's a skill that you specifically put on my sheet and named smuggling. It's a skill that I achieved through my career as a smuggler, which takes place both on land and at sea, which is explicitly discussed. So, I would argue that me looking for an opportunity to infiltrate this building.
If ever there were an on-land application of the smuggling skill, it would be a dockside building and warehouse infiltration. So, I mean, let me... All right, go for it.
Oh.
Do the best, Nick.
I rolled a 50-50 because that is super not what it says, but you make a good point.
Ooh. So
Oh,
did
it's
Winona.
irrelevant. You rolled a natural 3.
It did.
Love that.
Natural 3.
Oof.
Yeah. So I can't give in much beyond sort of your... You remember from the first heist sort of the general layout of the buildings, but first floor, second floor, space in the middle, not much more than that.
Rory's going to like keep looking around and kind of say, wait, okay, so I'm worried about Tanya, but, and I'm going to point right ahead. Isn't that guy now all alone?
Is this a woman or a man? Number 4.
Or other.
Or other.
They are, they look male presenting.
Okay.
You're talking about this person over here, right?
Yep.
Mm-hmm. Ooh. Can I cast sleep more than once? I've got 4 spell slots.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Sure.
Unless it's one of the ones that's like you can cast this a number of times
I wouldn't do
equal
that,
to
though.
something.
I mean, I wouldn't do that. Caden here is going to be what they associate to the person just someone falling asleep once, you know.
You talking to this person, Tanya?
Yeah, bro, don't blow my cover. You guys hear that in your heads?
Yeah. No, I will
yeah.
defer
I'm going on
to. I
that
will defer
person.
to Senna for sure.
Like,
Roll me just a charisma check to just see how it's going.
okay. I am good at that, despite what we all might think. A charisma save or just
Let's just check. Yeah, just charisma.
Oh, I have to go over here now and this.
You guys can't hear the words, but there seems to be like the body language says there's rapport of some kind.
Okay.
Yeah,
And I also
Tanya-
still have detect thoughts going too.
Sorry.
definitely
so
helps.
Tanya's talking to number 1, not number 4.
Right. Tanya talked to number 4, who said, "Hey,
Yeah.
go talk to
Yeah,
number
right.
1," basically.
If Tanya's distracting everybody up front, that could be our way in.
Over by number 4.
Over by number 4,
I think.
now that they're isolated.
I think we can capacitate him one way or another.
Don't forget about number 5 as well. Should I cast sleep on that one? Actually, I'll ask Senna that.
As you can see them sort of looking concernedly. They're trying to do that thing where you lean your face up against a window to look at the people who were sleeping and are now bickering.
Classic.
The one in the
can one-
window. Should I give it a go?
Can one see 5? I mean, are they?
Doesn't look like it. It's like there's enough of a vertical, and like one of them's back is against the wall that the other one is behind, even though they're looking through a window. That angle's weird. It is also a shut glass window.
If one of you doesn't come up with a better idea, I am going to go try to stab that one.
Aelin is going to
Rory,
cast.
if you stab that one, you'll be a man, I think. How many would that be?
Aelin is gonna cast sleep on number 5.
An adult?
All right, roll the HP there.
Yeah. Oh, wrong window. Let's do this in the correct
Oh,
location.
honey. How little you know.
That's a lot.
Yeah.
I also have a sneaky suspicion that is also going to send Tonya to sleep.
Let me just read this.
Wait a minute.
It doesn't say that creatures that resist the spell are aware that they have done so. So I think you see it through the window, this guy yawn and just sort of wipe his eyes and slap his face a couple times and keep looking.
Ah, a tough one.
Yeah. Or wait, does it start with the lowest
Yep.
to the highest? Oh no. How many hit points do you have, Tanya?
Damn it.
19.
Oh no.
Tanya falls asleep.
Anyways, bro, I heard some weird going on because
Is
So what if-
disguise a concentration?
It is not. Detect thoughts is, but disguise self
Yup.
isn't.
Okay.
Caden still.
Wait, that might
laying
actually be
there?
okay. Because now, if there were to be suspicious about the sleep, now Tanya's been asleep too, which is now they're a victim.
the one thing that you guys see is that like this person in front of Tanya like goes to catch, looks like me, as they fall asleep, and like the size is not exactly the same, so their hands essentially like clip through the clothing, and they're like, "What the hell? Hey, what is going on?" And they are sort of frozen and like calling over to the people and like, this is something.
I want
This
to
is
try
something.
to run across. I want to try to run across the road and tackle number 4 with a dagger to his neck, please.
That's an interesting form of tackle. Do you think that this would count as like being in an initiative, maybe?
Yeah.
This reaction?
Well,
Yeah.
I'm asking if I can do that as like a surprise thing with a successful check, and then we roll initiative. That's what I'm asking.
Sure.
Mr. DM man, thank you.
I'm the softest DM in the world.
I know. Can I roll acrobatics?
No, you can roll your initiative. It's literally initiative.
Oh no. Sorry.
I'm saying roll your initiative score to see if you get like a jump start, and then
Got you.
after that we'll roll.
You got you. What I mean is like that she's running and pulling out a dagger, tackling him to the ground, and then holding the dagger to his neck.
Okay, I'm just like, you definitely
Just to
can't
be
do that
clear.
before initiative starts, but
Just to be
you can
clear
get
about my
partway across the
intention.
street. Yeah, sure. You know, I'll move you. You can move 30 feet, whichever way you want, from where your token is. Do you have control of your token?
Yep.
I think you should. Good deal. Sweet. And Rory and Senna, you guys are going to be behind Aelin here, so you've got a couple feet of movement to make up.
Okay.
And then, yeah, we'll have initiative from everyone. Hooray!
Hooray!
Me too,
It was-
even though I'm asleep.
Oh, it was such a good idea.
Yep.
Actually, no, it was a dreadful idea. I shouldn't have done it. Oh well. Right, there's initiative.
Honestly, that's not your fault. The dice just.
Yeah.
It wasn't a terrible idea, but Tanya's initiative does. I like how when the dice cooperate with the story, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can roll initiative again, Winona, and Senna, you have 15. Nice.
Oh, okay.
Because I was just doing that like basically as an ability check.
Oh, I
Yep.
see.
Oh, and it was worse. I'm sorry.
Are you?
I shouldn't be, but I am.
Well, I suppose we should get some music going.
Let's get some combat adjacent jams.
Yeah. Change out the crying baby in the background for combat.
That is the one like recurring thing in that that I always hear. It's like, oh, and
Yeah,
a baby
oh.
is here.
And the baby is here.
Where?
Who brought this baby to this crime doc?
It's the generic city soundscape that I got for free.
Ram Duck, baby.
What's your dex mod? Okay, yeah, same. All right, Aelin, you're sort of the first to get the jump on this entire situation.
Okay,
And from what you see, it doesn't look like everyone's immediately pulling out weapons or anything like that. But it did feel like it was the type of moment where every second might count. So
Yes.
initiative it is.
Yeah. Okay. What equipment does number 1 have that I can see?
They are carrying basically a nightstick, like a what looks like a blunt bludgeoning weapon. They've got a heavy crossbow on their back, and they're not wearing like anything metallic, but they're the uniform looks like it has like bits of padding built into it somehow.
Can I mage hand that crossbow to fire?
Maybe. I don't know. Is that a thing? It sounds rad. I'm for it.
Mage hand ledger domain. There it is.
You can retrieve an object. You can pick lops, start and track. So I'll say this.
Being as it's a fairly...
Crossbows are a loading weapon, and it's probably not loaded. So it's going to be a relatively difficult sleight of hand check to load and fire it.
Yeah, I was thinking that it was preloaded for some reason, so I guess not. I'd like to. In that case, then. Excuse me.
It's a cool idea. Don't let me discourage you.
Yeah. No. I'd like to attempt something reasonably reliable to either distract, cause a pain or whatever. Ideally without killing anyone, but we'll see. So, number 5. Are they, from what I can see, similarly equipped?
Yeah.
Okay. Then
They rather than having their weapon strapped to their back, they do look like they're holding their crossbow and it might be loaded.
Then I shall fire the crossbow.
Okay. Are you trying to like turn it at them?
No.
Or just set it off to start
No,
with?
I'm just setting it off to cause some commotion, get them out whilst they have to reload, figure out what the heck's going on. They're dealt with for a turn or two.
Yeah, you don't need to roll. That happens. You watch this. You watch the crossbows bow like snap taut, and the person like flinches and ducks out of sight.
Yeah. So you can see Aelin sort of moving his hand a bit, and then he very gingerly pulls backwards. There it is. Done. I will let Winona know what I've just done. He's going to tell her message. Window guy's crossbow's just gone off. You should have some spare. Run.
Beauty, thank you.
Senna, you're next up.
For the one that is holding, actually for number 5, I'm gonna try to hold him where he is, steadfast. I don't want one dropping Tonya. Sorry, not Winona, Tonya. And I'm gonna try to hold person. What's Z, Y, 3, and 2? Do they seem aware or?
Not yet. Not yet. They still seem preoccupied with whatever they are coming to an agreement about in terms of people falling asleep on the job and telling on them.
Okay.
But you can assume that they will notice soon. It's not like there is stuff in between all of the madness that's happening. So
Right.
Yeah.
I'm going to hold him in position. When I hold someone, can they speak?
Hold person 5e.
Yeah, I can just let me go ahead
you
and...
should be able to do that in your from your sheet.
Yeah, hold on, I'll just there you go. Hold on.
It doesn't necessarily look like they like fall to the ground or anything like that. They just cannot move or speak.
Yeah.
Good, okay, alright. I'm gonna try to hold person on 1. Just in case 5 comes out, he can't really say anything about the clipping he noticed.
They have to succeed on a wisdom saving throw against your spell save DC, right?
Okay. Yep.
They're not particularly wise. You, Tanya, feel this person sort of just like halt. Oh, well, no, you're fast asleep. You don't feel nothing. But Senna, you see that seems to have taken effect, and they, rather than like looking around to try to get somebody's attention or call out, they just freeze in place.
Good.
And you can move your token. You can still be like back down the alley a little bit if you want, or if you want to move, you're welcome to do so.
I'm gonna move slightly to I'm gonna move closer to the group over there, because I want to cast Bane eventually
Okay.
So, up to here, half movement, or
You can use your entire movement if you want. I guess we said you maybe would need to use a little bit to get down the alley, but yeah, I'm not too worried about it. Okay. And then, unless you've got more to do, it's Rory's turn to act.
All right, and we're farther back. Yeah, it's like we're not. How? I guess how far can I get if I like use a dash action to run, which is 60 feet? I guess.
Yeah, I mean, I'll just say, like, assume that you have to use 10 to get to where your token is.
Okay.
Or even, like, if you want to start from one above, that's fine, too.
Like, if I want to start right here?
Yeah, 10 from there also.
10 from there. So, okay, so
10, you still got
and
50
so,
if you're dashing.
So I can get... Wait, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. I can only get here? Or no, I can go diagonal, can't I?
Yeah. And you don't need to measure. It's like a diagonal move is still 5 feet.
So I can actually get to this guy,
Yeah, probably.
but I just can't attack.
Correct. This would have... If this guy had attacked someone, you're...
I know. I was just reading that.
Can I make a out of character suggestion? Are you able to reach the other side of him? So you're hidden?
You mean like here?
I don't think I really
here.
can, because this is 50 feet right here, so I could go. I can be where
If
Tanya
you can
is,
get here...
or I could be here.
1, 2, 3, 4... Yeah, it's the funny thing where, like, you can get anywhere in this row.
Yeah, I cannot get next to the building.
Okay.
So I could come up behind Tanya and not be within attack range and just kind of be ready to defend. Maybe like as they're holding Tanya and like looking over, I'm using the like how the body's in position to make sure that I'm not like directly in line of sight, like Tanya's between us. In hopes that they don't necessarily notice somebody just like rushing up to them.
Okay.
So yeah, I'll be there. And I think that's my turn. I can't. Well, I could, but I'm gonna play this out.
Okay. As you sort of approach there, you see that this person in the sort of crystal church robes is continuing to look incredibly flustered and upset at the situation. This hobgoblin like is pointing over at the people emerging from the alleyway, Rory, Winona, and there's just like the commotion over there, and is like trying to get their attention. They do seem to successfully get this person to like look and see what's going on, and then not like at a sprint, because they are still just incredibly confused, but they are going to like walk this direction and be like, hey, what the hell?
Does he recognize me?
I don't think they see you. I think they probably see Rory and Winona dashing across the street.
I see.
You
Okay.
can assume that they're going to notice you. They rolled like a very mediocre perception check.
Okay.
You're up, Winona.
So Winona is going to... I'm going to bonus action dash across the rest of the way. Just a little zip. To in front of number 4. And no one's attacked us yet. But I think I'm going to continue with my plan, and I'm going to try to tackle him to the ground
With a dagger?
with a dagger.
So it's an attack, essentially.
Yeah, but I'm not trying to stab him. I'm just trying to be like, get on the ground, shut up.
I see. So essentially, it's a grapple. You're trying to restrain him, but like under threat. I think that a grapple is like is basically a alternative type of weapon attack, right?
I think it's an opposed athletics check, but I'm also trying to intimidate him.
Okay.
With that.
Yeah. No, so right. You can make an athletics check. It's a contested roll, right?
Yeah,
exactly.
yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I got real quiet with the jams. Roll let's say this. Roll both your grapple and your intimidate. And I'll roll their
Cool.
opposed roll here.
How's that?
Oh, yeah. It all goes exactly the way that you want. Describe it to me.
So when Anna finishes dashing across the street, and this short stack little tiefling just launches herself at him and brings an arm to his neck, the other hand with the dagger to the side of his neck, and says, "Stay on the ground. Don't make a sound. Don't move.
Yeah.
I'm going to tie you up, and you're going to stay here. Okay?"
You know that the like Kaviti Security Coalition is basically like people from the Kaviti family and some people who they hired away from the police. They don't necessarily train you for somebody to sprint at you and like dagger tackle you. And this person is like stunned. They don't say anything. You're on top of them on the ground. They are like trying to put their hands up, but like afraid of moving. Yeah.
All right.
That's what happens. Good Lord.
Cooperate and you won't get hurt. So I'm gonna, can I tie him up, or is that next turn?
Yeah, I think that'll be next turn because that was definitely your action.
Absolutely.
Tanya, the sleep spell, as it fell over your being and as the arcane power and sort of soporific influence sought out a living soul to put to sleep, alerted you to what was happening, and you almost on instinct did begin to pass out and fall asleep, but there was the unlife within your veins and the grim, unyielding purpose that has animated you, unbeknownst to you, for your entire life. Undead aren't affected by the sleep spell. So I lied. You didn't fall asleep. It's your turn. What's up? This person who is holding you, you did fall into their arms. They are also held and not moving.
I hate Tanya, so oh man, bro just took a quick snooze. See, you're good. And then goes through the door.
All right.
It just walks straight in and then closes it, and then I want to lock the door. I'm gonna lock the door and send a message to her. Be like, man, if you Misty stepped in, that would be appropriate. And just walk in to see what's going on.
It's this big, tall sliding door, and it's already a little bit open. You can definitely just push it enough to squeeze through. And there is like one of those. It's just like a door bar but it's big and heavy. So you can definitely put it down in place, but you don't know for sure if you're going to be able to unlock it. If you do that, your call. Just giving you that information for sort of what the door is like.
That's fine. I'm still gonna do it, and then I'm gonna make a perception check, I guess.
No need for a check necessarily. You find yourself inside the warehouse. It's pretty dark. Not like you're in what is essentially a loading dock, like an indoor sheltered loading dock. The ground is just bare. I think dirt, hard packed, and there is the cart that you saw in your vision, the exact same cart, sitting literally in touching distance right in front of you.
I'm gonna go up to the cart and look under, and see if the tree's there.
You certainly, I don't think you've done an action or anything this turn, so you can take a look and investigate in the cart. It looks like whatever was in there has been unloaded already. It's empty.
Okay. Can I see where the cart had come from?
You think it came in this door?
Okay.
Probably, but just based on the way that the direction that it's facing, right? You wouldn't turn it around because you can drive straight through these things normally.
Then can I see? Wait a second. I wouldn't have fallen asleep, so I don't think Detect Thoughts is broken.
No, yeah, it's still working.
Can I see if I can hear any thoughts of the tree nearby?
So you are trying to. What does Detect Thoughts say?
For the duration.
Detect the presence of thinking creatures. You can't say. Use the spell as your action during the duration. You can search for thoughts within 30 feet of you. I'll say that you can definitely do that on your next turn. I think that the entire action of opening the door, shutting the door, locking the door, looking inside the cart is probably the extent of a action.
Okay.
And you are effectively cut off from your team. Well done. It is this guy's turn. Oh, he rolled amazing. So he, at the end of his turn, he doesn't need to do anything, but he does break out of the hold person spell. And he's like, there's mages or something. But he's barely blurting it out, and nobody has really understood what he said. At the end of his turn as well, cluttering around, this person manages to compose themselves and sort of just collect their thoughts and start to peek out the window again. This person is going to follow the hobgoblin, but then once again, they haven't seen anything in terms of an attack happen yet. As far as I know, they've seen people run over, so they're sort of moving this direction, but they're not shooting their crossbow or anything. They are unholstering it. This person is complying. So that is all of them, and it is Aylin's turn again.
Ooh. All right, so I'm probably gonna cast more spells. I'm a great rogue, me. Spell casting here all day, goodness.
It's one of those spell rogues that you hear about.
Yeah. So I've cast sleep twice, so I just need to tag that extra spell slot. I've got half the mind to cast sleep again, if I'm honest with you. And I'm gonna.
It's a good spell.
Yeah, it's great. It's busted, and I love it. I'm gonna. Yeah, sod it. Let's cause some more chaos and cast sleep on number 3. So he's frantically searching around for more rose petals. He's like, oh damn it. God's above and hell's below. Where the bloody hell did... Oh, there's some.
Yeah.
It's like... Oh. He's
like-
just panicked.
You're like one of those little kids at a wedding that just sprinkles the flowers everywhere.
Yep. And he's going to use his bonus action to hide. Assuming this doesn't, assuming this breaks hide. So it's 5d8, isn't it? So number 3 is my. Oof.
Okay.
That's a nice roll.
That's a good roll. 31. Very nice. You actually see. Where is a good icon for this? Just because I need to keep track of it now that we're in combat. This person. And I'm just going to say that you can see them around the corner.
Or I see them perhaps start to walk around, and then they just sit on the floor and post off.
Yeah. Both of them immediately fall asleep, and no one is looking at them at all. They're both facing directly away from them. So they noiselessly slip into a slumber, and it's Senna's turn. You can roll your stealth as well if you like.
Yeah. Am I okay to message Senna just to let her know what I've done?
I think so. The
Okay.
message is like a
Yeah. So it's just like 2 furthest are asleep, and I will give you that roll in just a few moments.
Senna, what you doing?
I'm preparing to bane the oncoming party.
Okay.
So I would have tried to use the building to and the shadow casted from the building just to set myself up and wait for them. But I'm holding whole person for the time being. I just saw Tonya just waltz right through the bloody door, so I'm like, damn it. And I'm still holding the person, and I'm watching to see. So I'm continuing the whole person spell.
I think you can sense when someone breaks out of it, and they did at the end of their turn.
they did?
So,
Okay. All right.
They were held, and then you get to try to save again at the end, and they rolled amazing. So, I think you can sense probably that connection has your concentration is severed. Yeah, there.
Okay. I'm going to go ahead and is Y2 and 1 within a 30 feet radius of each other? I think 2 and 1
100%.
are. Okay.
Oh no, yeah. From this spot, even like Rory is within 30 feet. You can get everybody, including Tanya, if you want to. Like, if you center it here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah. If you center it on Y, all of the people on the top half of the map would be in that radius.
Okay, I'm going to do up to 3 people, but I have to get within a 30-foot radius. So, hold on.
Just next to 2, you can target 1, 2, and Y within 30 feet.
Okay.
But you have a 30-foot range as well. Was that what you're saying?
Yes.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
So you're gonna walk up.
Yeah, I'm going to, I guess, come here. Oh, bloody hell. And then I'm going to target 1, 2, and Y, because I see 3 sleeping.
With Bane. And do they have to save from Bane? Or is that just a condition that they have?
It says you can use so they have to make saving throws. Oh no, charisma saving throw.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll go ahead and post.
I'll start here. That guy fails. That guy fails. That guy fails. So they're all banned. Goodness gracious. Nicely done.
No, thank you. Thanks, DM.
Bane. Let me get a good symbol for that. It does like more damage essentially if somebody hits them, right?
So basically, what it does is, I think they're the disadvantage whenever a target fails the saving throw, makes an attack roll or saving throw before the spell ends. The target must roll a d4 and subtract the d4, the number they get in the d4 from their d20 roll.
Wow. Okay. Yeah. That happens. The ire of your divine power rests upon them, and they are weakened.
Mm-hmm.
And it's Rory's turn.
All right. So Tanya, as you were going inside and locking the door, I imagine like you messaged, you said to me in my thoughts, like, oh, it'd be great if you could misty step inside. You hear back agitatedly afterwards, I can't do that 2 times in the same day, Tanya.
My bad.
So nobody's been attacked. This guy who's there, who Tony just like kind of walked past and went inside. What are they doing exactly?
This person?
Yeah.
They looked like they froze in their place, having been like supporting Tanya's body for a second, and they just stayed there motionless. And like just now, as your turn begins, basically, like, and as you watch Senna cast this other spell, they're starting to kind of like shake it off and try and like move, and they are like just starting to break out of it.
Okay. I'm gonna run up to them, but I'm gonna not like have my sword drawn, and I'm gonna be like, hey, are you okay? Well, that was really weird.
Okay. Yeah. They look at you and they just are
I heard,
super disoriented.
I heard you calling over. It's like somebody fell asleep and
they're like, I think that was like a spell. Was that you?
Spell?
Who are you?
No, I was just across the street. I heard you yelling.
I don't think it was. We should. And they, you know.
Should we? Yeah. Do you need water? Do you want to? Do you go inside? What?
Maybe, probably. Hold on. Who are? This is no. You shouldn't be here.
I was right over there and I heard you yelling. You called.
Oh. Roll give me like a persuasion.
Okay. I shouldn't try these things.
Please tell the class what you rolled.
I rolled in that one. -1.
Do they recognize him from the wanted poster?
Oh yeah. As you say that, they're like, Edge? I have never seen a 0 in this campaign. I don't know that I've seen a 0 at all.
I don't think I have either.
That is magical.
That's brilliant.
No one has ever been less persuasive.
Once they say Edge, I am going to, because I take it that was my action. Right? Yeah.
Probably.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, I think so.
I'll action surge. I'll take it. And I'm gonna draw my sword and just like stop.
Yo, forget it.
Yeah, I was like, I tried. So I'll be over here and I stab them. Oh, God.
Yeah, roll that attack.
Alright.
Unbelievable. You rolled a 10 to hit?
Yeah, I did. With a +5.
They aren't particularly agile or well armored, but you missed. Look, we all have turns like that. Let's just mercifully move on.
Okay. Yeah, I think I'm pretty sure like I go to stab them and I just like hit the door behind them. You know?
Mm-hmm.
Because like right up against the door.
Hobgoblin sees that.
Do they?
They've been walking your direction more and more quickly. They break into a run,
Yeah,
drawing
have
a
they?
long sword.
Oh, good.
I do have to subtract a d4 from that. What's your armor class?
16.
The only way you didn't get hit is if I rolled a 4 on the Bane, and I rolled a 4 on the Bane.
Oh, okay. Some luck.
And they had a thing. They had some other bullshit that would have made that extra bad. Oh, yeah. You see them coming, and yeah. Tell me how you evade this. Just barely managed to not get hurt.
Well, I think my sword is currently in the door, and in trying to take the sword out, I like stagger back a bit as they come and attack. So I probably just by pure dumb luck, I just don't get hit.
Yeah, your sword
Yeah.
flails in the way to block it, and something about this sort of dark energy guides their sword directly into yours as well. This person's seeping. This person also seeping, and it's Winona's turn.
Isn't that nice? Well, I'm gonna tie up number 4.
Mm-hmm.
And
Didn't we establish that you were really good at that in episode 2?
we did. I rolled a nat 20 on that.
Wow.
I think that was my
With the
third nat 20 of the episode, something like that.
Yeah, you were on one. So canonically, you're good at this. Do you have
Just ask Senna.
proficiency in sleight of hand?
I do.
Okay. For just this, you have expertise.
Cool.
So go ahead and roll that, and that'll set the DC of them getting out.
Does expertise mean at advantage or?
Expertise means you double proficiency. So you add
Okay,
4 to and your ability score rather than just 2 and your ability score. Yeah.
Nice. All right. So that is. Shit.
Okay, so it's a 9,
A 9, but
but it's plus
11.
2. So it's an 11. And you're trying to move pretty quickly here, probably, is
Yeah,
why this
'cause
isn't
I'm
like
trying
your
to-
best work of all time.
And also, he seems pretty compliant. He seems
Uh-huh.
pretty amenable.
Uh-huh.
So I'm just kind of doing a quick little knot and then trying to duck in that door.
Yeah, you can definitely move in the door. It's this here, actually. He's not standing right in front of it. This is a window. And I'm not going to say like, oh, you were in front of the window, somebody could have seen you, because I didn't say that earlier. So yeah, you can walk up here. I think this door is unlocked. Damn it. It's unlocked. You make your way right inside.
Beauty. Okay. I will move my movement speed inside.
Yeah. You...
Can I get a read on the area?
Yeah. Real quickly, through this door, can I go over to my map so I can see? Good lord. You walk in. There is like a few like metal shelves like you might find in like a school lab along the wall, as well as like some tables and things covered in papers, and a kid that you know. I'll tell you about it later. It is Tanya's turn.
All right, I guess Tanya walks in more and is detecting thoughts.
Okay. And so that you're using your action to basically reach out and find out how, like, all of the thinking creatures within 30 feet of you, which can penetrate barriers, and basically just their presence.
Yeah, so I'm trying to detect their presence. Specifically, I'm trying to detect the presence of the tree. If I can't do that, I want to have any mention of Crystal Heart tree, anything else like that, like pop up in my mind.
Yeah.
Like, so I'm trying to like focus on the directionality of those things.
Okay. Give me just a moment. I just need to do some accounting. you can certainly detect a number of thoughts from that distance, and it's, I think, gonna like sort of almost take you aback. Like near you, like in your line of sight, you cannot see a soul, but as soon as you reach out with your thoughts, you hear a sort of chaotic jumble of emotions, from like boredom and agitation to like a very disturbing sort of like almost thoughtless and meditative devotion, that very much reminds you of the indoctrinated people who you met in the crease. And I think that within you also detect thoughts of someone who is like frustrated with their rope work. And I think it's a total of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 within 30 feet of you.
Okay. I guess with all of that, Tanya's just gonna walk straight in and just use my movement to get as far in as I possibly can. I guess do the same thing next turn.
Yeah, so there is in front of you just an opening to like a central room. And if you remember, this was sort of where the big party and dance floor was, and at Kian's party that you broke into, it was what you can see. And you can see that, like before, there's a catwalk on the second story that looks down into this central area. You're beneath it, but you can just see that it's like through the room to the other side that's there. This central room seems to be full of crates and stuff like that, and then so there's no door, it's just like a open wall there, and then you can see that there are like hallways that wrap around that to your left and right.
Okay, I guess I will go. How far? Okay, so I think I can do this.
You also actually detect the thoughts of like Rory and the person he just tried to stab. There are quite a few impressions happening at once.
Okay.
Rory's thinking, I hate my life.
Oh, beans, Rory. I think what Tanya's gonna do is Misty step up to the catwalk, and I can do that for free. So without expending a spell slot. So I'm gonna Misty step up to the catwalk, but I'm gonna try to do it like over here.
Let me move back because I'm not even looking at where you are. I'm looking at the map of the indoors that I don't have you at yet. Click that again. Misty step where?
Like
up there. Okay. You do so and are able to like look down on a cluttered central area. It's got 2 people in the Crystal Cult robes, 2 people in Kaviti Security Corporation uniforms, all of them looking relatively bored.
Okay.
The catwalk doesn't seem to have anyone there, but there are doors in the hall that the catwalk like adjoins to. Some of them are closed, some of them are open. And I think it's this guy's turn. He's not really had a chance to play D&D yet, and he would really like to.
I don't really want
he's gonna
to.
like hit you in the head if he can.
Oh, I see. All right.
Was your AC 15 or 16?
16.
Again by 1.
Oh, okay.
It's a good thing I get 2 of those. It doesn't do a lot of damage. So he rolled well on the damage. 7. He clocks
7
you
damage?
across the head with
okay.
just a completely solid, unyielding, basically like nightstick, and gets about as good of a hit in as he possibly can with it.
Okay.
Oh wait, he's Bane too. He misses both of them.
Oh. Oh, yeah. Thank you.
Yeah, of course. I'm glad.
What is happening to me?
No, thank you, LSD. Kiss your dice for me, please. Thank you.
These dice are all cool looking. I don't have to bust out my lame ones.
No.
I'm not doing good. All right.
I feel this.
Oh. I'm not even doing anything and I just feel happy.
Yeah.
You're doing all the work for me. Thanks, bud.
You're
Jeez.
succeeding.
I'm so mad.
Simply by being.
All right, who is this guy gonna try to attack? He's now pulled out and loaded his crossbow. He realizes there's violence going on, and he watched you cast a spell on him, but he also sees Edge flailing away with a sword. He's like, "What is happening?" Okay.
Edge.
We should be
It's
scared
Edge.
of notoriety.
Bane. Ha! I rolled a 1 on Bane, and I actually get to hit you for once. Don't I? Yes, 16 hits you. It's always so close. It makes me so mad. Okay. You get shot with a crossbow and take 7 piercing damage.
Is Defender wins or not a thing in D&D? Sorry, I'm used to Pathfinder. Is
Defender?
yeah, in favor of the Defender?
If it meets,
Nope.
meets, it
Attacker
beats.
meets DC, yeah, in
okay.
5e. Yep.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's flipped in that one.
Yeah, it's
Um,
a you must get this or higher is best to read it
Right.
as.
Okay.
So yeah, this dude is standing there, shoots a, it's got like kickback to it. This thing is a heavy crossbow, and he goes then to start loading it again. Who else exists in this space? Some sleepy boys, a tied up guy. This dude is gonna look out the window and finally get a sense of what's going on. I think the only assailant he sees is Edge. So he's going to oh no.
There's a window.
He's
in
gonna
between
have
him,
to use
isn't
his
there?
turn to open up. I was gonna say he like got his bearings last turn, and like I think he's gonna have to use his turn to load his crossbow and open the window and lean out, and he will yell behind him into the warehouse. There's something going on out here, and then take aim at Rory, and then it will be Winona's turn. Do you remember Jacob Vanette? There was a kid who Aelin made a connection with.
I think I would know of him visually and from context, but the name.
Aelin would probably have told you. Just as
Aelin
like a
has-
debrief.
Well, Aelin's been talking about this guy. I think like Aelin he made quite an impression on
Yeah.
you, if I remember correctly.
Aelin has spent a big chunk of his last money paying for a scholarship for this dude.
Yeah, it's like literally what you've been spending your gold on.
Okay, yeah, then Winona knows that. Tell me more.
Visually, I believe he's a half elf, and just like the epitome of like all my stats are in intellect and everything else is a dump stat kind of person. Like very frail looking and anxious, and they just there's a like almost like a stacking chair, it's like a metal frame but a leather seat on it, and he was sitting in it. He just looks up at you. He's like, hello.
Ooh. You've got about 2 seconds to explain what you're doing here, kid.
Please don't hurt me.
That's not an explanation.
I'm helping. I'm just doing I'm not whatever you want me to do.
Shit. Ooh, okay.
This kid looks rough. Like
roughed up rough?
not roughed up rough, but like it's rare that on a young person you can visually see when they're stressed out. This kid looks stressed out. Just as like your first impression, there are like dark bags under his eyes. He's like 18, and is almost just shaking. His posture is like curled in on himself. You can see him like grinding his teeth.
Listen,
When he talks to you.
there is a fight starting here. There's a fight starting in this whole city. But for now, you need to get out of this city. Or you need to get out of this building, and then you need to find a way out of this city, and you need to go now.
Oh, I know.
You know? So why are you still sitting here?
Because they made me do it.
And now I'm making you leave.
Okay. He
Do you know
starts to get-
where... Do you know where the salty sail is?
No.
Shit.
I think that's about 6 seconds of conversation. Do you want to stay in this room? He looks like he's hesitating. You can stay here and keep talking to him, but that's essentially going to be on your next turn.
Is that like my action? Then? Talking to him?
I think you could still do I'm just saying, like, you're not going to be able to have more conversation in 6 seconds than that, I think.
Can I just have like a quick beat on the room?
Sure. It definitely looks like, just looking around the room, it's, there are like tons and tons of diagrams all over the walls, small miniature physical models in like wood and metal. There are equations and like things that look like chemistry all over the place. Some of them, I think from your background, it's pretty much incomprehensible, but it essentially looks like this kid has been in here and been forced to do math.
Okay. This is absolutely.
There's a little
cute.
bit of like, there's like some food. It's probably like in a bowl with like mostly gone dried up soup or something.
Okay. If you'll allow me, the only thing I would want to do is I want to just end what I'm saying with leave, find the salty sail now, and I want to cast thaumaturgy to make it sound very booming and threatening all around him.
Easy to do. Because you're not doing anything else, so
Yeah, that would be my turn. That's it.
Roll persuasion with advantage or intimidation with advantage. Follow your heart.
Okay, let's see what my heart is stronger with. Ooh, interesting.
Excuse
Something
me?
about the way your voice is loud and echoes. He starts and almost is like, looks like a puppet with marionette strings, starts like walking out the door.
Find Laz.
Okay. Tanya, you're up again.
Did Tanya hear Five yelling?
Absolutely. Someone through one of the doors not too far away from you says something like there's a fight going on outside.
How high up are we?
Wait, you know what? I goofed on the turn order. Because I think it's actually... Aelin, you haven't gone in a minute, right? If I'm not wrong, I just did Tanya's turn and then Winona's turn.
I think you reversed those, and now we're going back in the order.
I haven't gone in a while.
Yeah. So it's Aelin and Senna, you're up next. Sorry about that.
It's fine.
Okay.
I get a little turned around. from time to time. Yeah, Talon's turn.
I want to cast Bonfire.
The classic. Where at?
5 feet.
Do it. It just happens, right?
Yep.
He makes a dex save, I think.
It just happens.
So that is a bad time for him and his wooden warehouse.
Yeah, his wooden. Mostly, it's gonna break his ability to stand there and lean out of the window.
Oh yeah.
And take aim.
Can you just pop that spell in there?
Yes. Let me triple check that I'm in range for that. I think I am. Let's have a look.
You're certainly allowed to move into range if you're not.
Yes. And if I'm 60 feet, so yeah, I'm in range.
Yeah. Okay. So it seems like he dodges. Pretty light on his feet. He didn't take damage from it, but he's gonna have to leave that turn. Or
not the main purpose of that one. That's just to
be in
get
trouble.
him out of the fight.
Okay, so that happens. It looks like what he's going to do is like turn his back on this and try and find another vantage point. If you want to move or do anything else, you are welcome to do so.
Right. So that's my action. Let me triple check my. Oh no, that's sneak attack. Dash is only my movement speed, isn't it?
Correct.
I'm certainly not going to do that. I'm going to hide.
There you go.
Yep.
I think you'll be hidden. There's no way that in the midst of combat somebody's looking over and seeing you casting little spells.
Yeah.
I don't know that you even would have needed to leave your hiding place to do that. So
yeah, Aelin, he's like, no roses. Okay, bonfire, and he sort of. He literally just says it in common with a bit of command because he can't remember the translation in the language he's after. So it's a really rough, rickety bonfire, and it looks awful. But he doesn't care. That's not its purpose.
The aesthetics are lacking.
Oh, this is not even Boy Scout level. This is pile of sticks and some dirt comes in as well, I think, and sprays out.
Senna. What do? You're not. Your mic's not picking you up.
No, I'm not. Can you?
There you go.
Okay.
Yeah. Might have been like a noise gate.
Yeah, probably. I'm gonna continue concentration on Bane and keep it up. And do I see? Can I make an insight? What is to? Where's she projecting to head? Towards me or towards Rory?
Rory.
Okay. 3 is still sleeping?
Yes.
Z and 3, okay.
I am pretty confident can cast a spell and maintain concentration as long as the other spell doesn't require concentration. So you can't concentrate on 2 spells at once, but if it's just an action and you just do it, you can keep your 1 concentration spell going. Yep.
Okay, thanks for telling me that, because
Thank you as well.
I would have otherwise just been standing there.
Yeah.
I get beat up by 3 people.
Yeah. I think I'm going to cast onto Toll of the Dead, which is a cantrip. Yeah, and then I'm just gonna, with my hands, the target must succeed a Wisdom saving throw or take 1d8 necrotic damage.
Yes. Yeah.
And
so they are
baned.
Baned, right.
Yeah.
So it's a -4d4 roll. And this is on which one?
On 2.
Okay. Where's my d4? Look at you, like, making your abilities work together. Oh, no, he does not succeed. You can roll that damage.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. LSP, this might hurt me, but with the concentration, do they have to re-roll the saves every round or no? Okay.
Not with Bane. Bane just continues as far as I know.
Allegedly,
right.
Toll of the Dead does D10 if he's already taken some damage.
He is not. I did check that, yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Sorry, I don't know why it won't let me. Is it working now?
If you're struggling, you can type /R space. Oh, there it is.
Did it work?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay, were you rolling it at a higher level?
No, I put 1. I'll just
Okay.
put 1d8, sorry.
That's alright. Yeah, go ahead.
It does give you the. Oh, I was gonna say.
Brutal.
It does give you the D8 roll.
At the bottom, right?
Yeah. Oh, you rolled
2.
it. Yeah, you rolled a 2 on the
Twice.
first roll anyway. On your first roll, so it would have made no difference.
Yep. The second one
Yeah.
was nice with a 10, but oh, that was at higher level.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but he does, that does set him up to take more damage from it in the future, potentially. And you see him flinch and, like, look around as this sound. It's not an actual sound, but in his mind, something horrifying and ominous.
Yeah, it's going to sound like a church bell, like an ominous church bell.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Kyle.
Yeah.
Kyle.
Yeah.
You're up.
I'd like to, just for the record, state that the reason I ran out here to begin with was to protect my friend, who I thought was asleep and then about to be in a really bad situation. They literally walked up.
They just
went to the door,
strelled you.
and then locked the. Yeah, I just got strelled. That's exactly what happened again. Okay.
Oh man, I feel
Time is a flat circle.
I feel so bad.
More things
Okay.
change, the more they stay the same.
So
did you take?
both-
You took 7 damage twice, right? Did you second wind yourself?
No, only once. I took 7 damage, right? Wait.
Oh, right.
Yeah,
That's
no,
right, 'cause
no,
I
I
thought I
didn't
hit
do
you and then I
Wait,
missed.
Wait, did I?
No,
Did you hit me with a
only the
crossbow before?
once. There was only
Thought
that
I hit you with the crossbow bolt, but I didn't.
Oh no, because
Yeah.
it didn't. Wait, so it didn't hit me at all.
No, you had.
No, you're
one.
right.
Oh, sorry.
No.
With the bonk, with the head bonk.
Yes,
Right,
that
okay,
did
got
hit
it.
you.
Yeah.
Right?
That was 7 damage.
I can't keep track
Yeah,
of things.
it was.
Yeah, I know.
It was 7 damage in total.
Thank you.
From one of those
Yeah.
attacks. That's
Yeah.
correct.
It's only
I think
one
it
of
was
them hits.
number one's attack. Got it. Okay, just
Yep.
everything's good. Okay. Out of 1 and Y, can I tell which one is I guess weaker? Which one? If I want to size them up quickly in this
Yeah,
moment.
roll
they both,
insight.
They both attacked me, and one of them actually hit me.
Yeah. The. Give me a more specific question.
If I hit them with my sword many times, do I have a sense how many times it'll take to hit them with my sword?
Right. You're not
until they
asking
stop?
which is more dangerous. You're asking which is squishier.
Which can I take? Which do I feel like I can overpower quicker? Yeah.
The hobgoblin looks squishier.
All right. I swipe at them without hesitation. Just got to do this.
Do your thing.
All right. Does that? It's gotta. Does it?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
22? Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. 9 damage.
So I connect with the sword. I do 9 damage, and I use a psionic die and my my psionic strike to do an extra 1d6 damage, essentially.
Yeah. Roll that d6.
And here I'll put it in the chat. This is psionic strike. 1d6. Fine. Whatever. I'll take it. 1 damage.
Yeah.
1 damage.
Still,
1 damage.
you carve very deeply into this hobgoblin, and they seem quick. They seem dangerous with their blade, but as you cut into them, you're like, oh, this dude is not into this fight and does not have much more left in him.
Okay.
He looks super
Cool.
super hurt, super bad.
I'm very satisfied with that. I'm also as a bonus action, I want to regain a psionic energy die. I can do.
Sure.
I can do once.
All right. Yeah.
Cool.
You do that. Oh man, I did this wrong again. I gotta get my bookkeeping in order. Okay.
Someone also got a C in accounting. That was me.
Yeah, I never even took it. I'm not an accountant at a place where accountants work. So yeah, actually, I realized in terms of the turn thing, what had happened is I had essentially like given Winona a turn like way earlier. But if I skipped you now to make up for it, it would be forever until it came back to you. So I'm just putting you back in the right place. Take a turn. You're up.
Okay. I mean, I didn't fight anyone, so at
True.
least, you know, there's not any extra HP being knocked off.
It's true. You scared a boy.
I did scare a boy, as I am wont to do. So number 5 is up a level, right?
Right. Yeah, and like you were still in this room. It's, you know, this sort of strange workshop area has a door across from you, and also the one behind you that goes to the outside.
Do I see anything that looks like the tree? Or
Sure don't. Well, you could look at like the diagrams and papers and things like that if you want. There's certainly nothing that looks like the tree in this room, like the tree
okay.
itself. But there you might find
So the
something
diagrams,
that shows it.
Are they all like along this wall?
So the room that you're in is small. Like the few squares next to where your token is.
Okay,
Yeah.
sorry. It's not.
No,
a
that's
big
totally
room.
fine. Not at all. It's relatively small, and it's there's a table in there. There's, you know, shelves and stuff like that, and they're all over the walls there, but they're not like you don't have to move to look at them.
Okay.
It's just a lot, basically. So you'd have to like take time to look for something specific if you were trying to.
I'm going to just start pulling diagrams off the walls and collecting them.
Yeah, absolutely.
I'm keeping an eye out for anything that looks like the tree or a shard. But
yeah,
I'm just trying to grab everything.
Jacob like has taken a half step out the door, and he's like, "Wait, are you like into that? Do you want to like talk about it?"
If you want to talk about it, you'll do what I goddamn said.
Oh, okay. Wait, right,
Go.
the salty sail, and he runs away. Okay, yeah, you grab intelligence.
Intelligence. Oh.
I mean, like in the classic sense of the word, like information.
Oh, I
grab a
thought
lot
you
of
meant
it.
like I thought you wanted me to roll intelligence.
No. I'm just saying, like, you grab a bunch of stuff. You've got it. I assume you have somewhere you can kind of squirrel it away.
Yeah, I've got a pack with me always.
Yeah. Just haphazardly shoving like scrolls of different sizes.
Oh yeah.
Big pieces of paper, small
is
pieces of paper.
Screaming, if you could see.
Some of them were in order once.
Are there any like glasses or like, I don't know, does anything look kind of like set up with liquid?
There are some crates with what look like little vials in them, potentially.
Vials.
Yeah, along the just along the sort of wall on your right.
Can you elaborate on that? Is this something I might be familiar with? Might have moved?
I mean, it looks like a potion, pretty much, something like that, or medicine. You know, it's really difficult to differentiate between those two things, and you would definitely need to sort of check that out. But like there's no like immediate familiarity, like, yes, a health potion.
Yeah, okay. Is there a door
Yes.
leading out? Okay, I'm gonna move out into the main room then.
Yeah, absolutely. It probably makes sense, as a matter of fact, is to sort of move, and I'll just erase the people that you don't know about. But Tanya has already seen some of them, so that's makes my life easier. With me, please. Just a moment. Doing Roll20 things.
Whilst our illustrious games master is doing that, Aylin's gonna message Rory and be like,
You good there, dude?
I'm okay. I took a hit, but I'm fine. I can defend myself for a little bit more. But we gotta deal with this really fast, I think. I'm not sure if I could stand here and be hit repeatedly.
Yep. Doing my best. I've got one of them off you. They were taking aim.
I think Tanya locked the door here.
Oh, certain of it.
What you doing, Winona?
I am. Yeah, I'm going out into here. And yeah, I guess actually I think I'd like to use my bonus action to dash and into this doorway.
Yeah.
I see.
You definitely looking in here, you see crates on crates on crates, stacks of very poorly organized containers of all sorts, and sitting around like a there's just a table, and there's like, I think it's using sort of the same like hex power magic as Senna's motorboat. There are like basically essentially electronic lights, more or less magical lights, that give the whole area kind of like neon blue and green glow. But there are 4 people in here, 2 of them Kaviti Security Coalition, and 2 of them just in sort of very, oh yes, cart. That is cart. Well done. They look over at you as you run past the door and hesitate, look startled.
I think that's
2
about
people
all I
in
can
the
do on my turn, so
yeah. I mean, I think you get it an attack if you want, because you bonus action dashed, right?
yeah. I was just
If you have
thinking
a weapon at the ready and you just want to do a violence, you may.
Who looks the scariest?
Neither of them, no one in this room looks like
If I were someone to get scared.
dangerously well equipped or anything like that. Like there's that eerie, sort of like zealous vibe from the cultists, and like the security coalition are brutish enforcer types. So, but like, if you're asking, like, does one of them come across as more dangerous, or even like mechanically that they're not? It's hard to.
Yeah, I'm just going to pull out my rapier and just basically get into a fighting stance. And I'm going to, I guess, take the dodge action, actually.
Yeah,
And then-
the good old dodge action, not used enough.
And that'll be my turn, because I have spent long
Fantastic.
enough.
Just above you, I think probably able to look down and see you, as a matter of fact. And let me put these gentlemen down in their spots. That's not where they are. They're like here, right? That seems right. Ish. What is that?
That's my bonfire.
The bonfire.
Oh, right. I forgot. Thank you for the reminder. Tanya. Yeah. You notice these people notice someone here.
Okay. I am. Okay. Dang it, Winona. I was not expecting that.
You are the last person to get to complain about somebody making unexpected moves in combat.
Yeah.
That's true. That's true.
Oh no, someone made a chaotic decision that derailed my plans? Unfair.
Unfair. Broken.
Let me read something real quick. Sorry. I typically do this beforehand. Okay. So, I'm going to spend 1 sorcery point for Quicken Spell. I'm going to Quicken Spell Ice Knife, and then I'm going to spend the remaining 2 of my sorcery points to Twin Spell Ice Knife. And we're firing both of them at number 1. So I just really want to obliterate all of those people, and then for my action, and then walk around and then try to sense stuff again. So that's what I want to do.
Yeah. What does Ice Knife do? You want to tell me one more time?
Yeah, Ice Knife. It do that.
Range spell attack. And then, yeah, it does work on people. So you're targeting number 1 so that you can hit everybody.
Yep.
Okay. Make your ranged spell attacks.
Will do.
Do you have to quicken it if you're using twin spell?
In order to then still have my action to use detect thoughts, yes, because I'm making Ice Knife a bonus action and then twinning that bonus action.
Gotcha.
Essentially. So,
Gotcha.
boop. Let me see. Spell attack bonuses, I add 5. So I'm just going to roll 1d20 plus 5. So 24 to hit on the first one?
Yeah, you roll that damage.
And then this is just going to be my second one, and 11 to hit on the second one.
Yeah, it's not good.
Okay.
But, so, sorry. With the first one, roll your damage.
Okay. It is 1d10 piercing damage, and then...
And 2d6,
then it
so just roll it.
explodes. Okay.
Yeah. Nope.
You need
whoops.
you need a space.
Flash art.
Yeah. That's wrong. Hold on, let me just do it this way.
Oh yeah, you'd have to do it separately.
Yeah, roll d10, and
it's
then,
not
yeah,
as-
slash art 2d6.
Yeah, it's not intelligent enough to do that, alas.
Yeah, okay.
So 4 and then 8. I think
Yeah.
I add anything to that.
No.
Okay.
Not on a spell most of the time. The second one misses.
But it still explodes, right?
It does, yeah. So,
So I'm gonna roll 2d6.
oh, they get dex saves to try not to get hit, right?
Okay.
So that's a fail. That's a success. That's a fail. That's a fail. That's a success. That's a fail. Okay. So, yeah, roll your 2d6 again. 10. Nice. This dude dies. Like, it is obvious to you. You've obliterated his physical form. This one is incredibly nimble and managed to dodge everything. This guy, not looking super happy, but has definitely been punctured and slashed by your attacks, but a little bit beefier.
Okay. And then I'm going to use my movement. Let me see, it's 5 feet. And then 25 feet. I'm gonna get here. And then I'm going to, for my action, do detect thoughts and sense more people.
You can tell there are 2 people in this room. They seem to be unaware, blissfully unaware. It actually almost like catches you off guard because there's like a very passionate sense of thought that you get from them. And you think they might be making out.
Okay.
Downstairs, in the room below you. Otherwise, you detect no one new at all.
Okay. Then I will continue on my train. Dang it. Okay.
I think that's your turn, right?
Yeah, that's my turn.
Okay. You're going to take 7 piercing damage from a crossbow bolt, Tanya. As the dude who got exploded by ice knives looks up and sees you and snaps one off from his heavy crossbow bolt for sure. And then, where are we? This is getting complicated. This baned guy finally rolls well. I guess he rolled kind of well before. That's no good. You do take 6 damage, Rory, as that nightstick connects again. This dude is just bludgeoning you. Who else can go? This guy, like, in obvious pain, like mental pain, struggles to reload his crossbow, but does manage to get it loaded and fire at Senna, but like in utter clear distraction, misses wildly. You guys see him disappear from the window, and actually, I think probably Tanya, you can very easily see this person up here into the hallway behind you. We're bouncing around. This is chaotic. I love it.
I've moved the token for you.
Sure, appreciate it. And I think it is Aylin's turn, if I'm not mistaken.
Aylin's not having that. It's time to break out the crossbow. He is going to take aim at 2 and open fire.
Go ahead.
Okay.
You are hidden.
So yeah, he peeks, loads. Oh. Reloads, because he forgot to do it the first time, and goes for it. Sure, you'll have to remind, because it's been a hot minute, you'll have to remind me how to do this on my character sheet.
You just click your crossbow attack.
Ah, okay. Well,
so yeah,
quote unquote crossbow
with advantage.
Oh, with it.
Yeah.
Oh yes, of course. Right.
That should prompt Nice.
Yes.
That'll definitely hit. So
I get
3
some
sneak
extra
attack and
sneak
11
attack.
piercing.
Oh, wonderful. Yes, it has included
Yeah,
that.
it's in there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, so 14
And
total.
I'm gonna hide.
Towards this already hurt fellow, and then you dip back out of
Yes.
view. Easy enough
Do
to
you
do.
need me to roll for that, or
Please.
okay?
Easy enough. Senna, you're up.
Right, I'm gonna go. Oh,
Yeah, Aylan's like
I'm not having that.
to Senna.
fair enough, Aelin. And then I'm going to healing word Rory.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, of course. For hold on, I have to roll. Or actually, I'll have you roll and then +3 to it. 1d4.
Okay.
Yeah.
1d4 plus 3.
Uh-huh.
Ooh, thank
Nicely
you.
done.
Welcome. And then that was a
Personally,
bonus action. So do I maintain concentration, bonus action? Could I potentially cast another spell or no?
Is healing word a cantrip?
It is.
The like house rule that I've seen is that you can cast a second spell if one of them's a cantrip.
Up
So
to
I'll
you.
go with that for now. Yeah.
Really? Okay. Thank you, GM. Hold on one second. I want to cast.
If it's like a bonus action, yeah.
The second one has to be a bonus action as well.
No, the second one can be if the second one's not a bonus action, if it's an
It
action.
isn't. Yeah, it isn't. I was gonna go ahead and cast Word of Radiance on which on 2.
Word of Radiance.
Yes.
That sounds like a bad time for them.
Mm-hmm.
What does it do?
Very bad. Basically, they have to make a Constitution saving throw or take 1d6 radiant damage. It's up to, hold on, how many creatures? Each creature of your choice that you can see within a range must succeed a Constitution. So it's within, I have to get within a certain radius, but I'm gonna go.
Yeah, it's literally it actually I think comes like away from you, and literally everybody has to make that save.
Okay.
So anybody who can see you, or you that you can see.
It says within a 5.
Oh, with
range.
of your choice, of your choice.
Of my choice, yeah.
Oh, okay, cool.
So I'm
we're
gonna
safe.
do, yeah, I'm gonna do 1 and 2, or Y and 2, sorry. Or would it just be
Choose
Y
your-
because
your
it's a
choice.
5 foot? Yeah, let me go ahead and post it.
Within range. Okay, yeah, you're right. So you could target people who are next to each other, essentially. So Y and 1, in other
Y
words.
and 1. Okay.
Yeah, I think. It's Constitution.
Yeah.
That's a 14. What's your DC?
The DC is 13, but Bane.
Ugh.
Yeah.
But Bane.
Oh, but Bane.
So they both fail, and they both take damage. Yeah.
Yay! Okay, let me roll. For one takes 5 and the other takes 3.
Okay. We'll just take the first roll for both of them because it doesn't matter. This dude, if he took any damage, was done.
Ah, yeah.
And is completely out of it. This dude, yeah, not having a great time right now either.
And then to end my action, I'm gonna look to 2 as I prepare for him for my next turn.
Fantastic. Rory, go ahead.
You are saving my life. I'm attacking 1. Gonna try this again. I guess so. I see why. Kind of. What form does the spell take? Is it like a burning radiance? I
Yeah.
see. So it's just like an eruption of light almost.
Yeah.
And Y goes down like right in front of me.
Probably from my eyes. You'd see it from my eyes, and then my
Cool.
mouth. Like I'll open my eyes and mouth, and then
Oh,
yeah,
disturbing.
So cool.
yeah.
I'm just gonna like turn around and then quickly, as fast as I can, attack 1 now. And I can't. I'm having the worst time with this person.
Yeah.
really
he's gonna
am.
like definitely duck out of the way on that attack. You do anything else?
I'm running out of things I can do, honestly. I can't attack anymore. No, I guess I'm not. I'm done.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm thinking about this. In the warehouse, this cultist who has been able to successfully dodge out of the way several times of these ice knife explosions, looks at this not so great looking security coalition dude, and he's like, they're going after the heart. I'm getting B. And dashes away. Winona.
Winona's inside.
I am in a room.
This person is gone.
Did I
They
hear
dashed
that?
out the back. Yeah, absolutely. You probably saw them. Honestly, you probably saw the ice knives come down from above too. And if you look up, you will see Tanya doing violence on people.
Careful with your aim, kid. All right. I'm going to run forward and lunge at 1.
Yeah, roll attack.
Yes. And 20.
9 piercing damage. Do you want to do your fancy swashbuckler bullshit?
What do you mean?
Can't you basically give yourself sneak attack right now?
If you don't need advantage on the attack roll to use your sneak attack against a creature if you are within 5 feet of it. Oh, I thought another friendly creature had to be within 5 feet of it. Never mind.
It's the what's the name of that
Rakish
feature?
audacity.
Fancy
Or
footwork.
fancy footwork. Yep.
Or not fancy footwork. Rakish audacity.
Did I mix it up? There.
No, it's rakish audacity. You can use you can, if you're within 5 feet of it, no other creatures are within 5 feet of you, and you don't have disadvantage.
The answer is yes, and I rolled 6.
Fantastic. You skewer this human being to death.
All right.
You glance up, and I assume you're sort of taking a look around the room.
Yep.
As you sort of take stock of, just the jumble of containers in here, you can see that what looks like branches and pieces of wood and what was described to you as a big tree. I was slightly distracted by what's going on.
Yeah.
Minor technical difficulties there. Don't worry too much.
Yeah, no stress. They seem to be they seem to have packed a lot of this the tree away in this room, and it's just being stored here. And this dude in the security coalition uniform also sees you.
Yeah.
Just skewer this dude. Can I get an intimidation check?
Oh yeah. So yeah, I kind of dance around this box and just go straight through the neck with my rapier. Quick, clean, and then I turn around to face this guy. Just normal intimidation, or
Yeah.
no advantage for skewering his buddy in front of him?
You get the check for skewering his buddy in front of him.
Yeah, I figured.
It's a 17. He's gonna dip. He's not paid enough for this, and he is not devoted to the cause like the cultists seem to be.
Smarter than you look.
Yeah. It's Tanya's turn.
Winona, you hear in your mind, like, I was being careful. That's why I put the ice knives far away from you. Do you need help down there? I'm trying to find the tree.
I'm sorted. There are a bunch of boxes down here that I think could be useful.
Okay. And then Tanya is going to misty stuff on down.
You do? Yeah, you find yourself
And
on
then
the 1st
I'm
floor.
just gonna look through boxes and open the box that I want to investigate the box to just get the heart.
Yeah. Go ahead and roll me an investigation.
Okay. Beans.
Yeah, you're looking around, tearing through these crates, not necessarily seeing anything. You sort of take your entire time. You are going through these things, and you're finding pieces of the tree, but you're not finding the heart. Just as you're about to give up and leave the room, you see that there is a large lead box that sort of resembles like a safe over in the corner, and something in your mind and sort of in your revenant driven purpose says that's where you want to be.
I go over to that safe then. Yeah. And I call over, I imagine when I see the safe, I call over to Winona and be like, can you get this open?
I can try. And, I mean, we're still in initiative, but
Yeah.
I would.
Absolutely. So outside, there's still a battle going on. I'm gonna roll a couple attacks. Oh dang, I rolled good. I got a crit with one of these guys. It's the guy. It's the number one.
I hate this guy.
Dude, he's just
Oh no.
a hero. You're gonna take 10 damage from that.
Yeah, okay. I'm gonna use a protective field on myself. Where I can, it's another psionic warrior thing. Just reduce the damage a little bit.
Yeah, this guy's crossbow bolt is gonna miss. These dudes are about to wake up. Aelin, you would be aware of that. And as this happens, Aelin, you see Jacob. Oh yeah, so you take 9 damage. Well done.
Thank gosh.
Aelin, you see sprinting across the road towards you, looking behind him, Jacob Vanette.
What?
He like runs to you.
Like,
you are hidden,
Yeah,
so
I
you don't
am-
have to address him if you don't want to.
Yeah, I am gonna message him. Jacob Vanette, what the hell are you doing here? Like, really stern?
He trips, skins his knee on the pavement.
Get over it.
Like
Get
does
over
a
here,
roll.
right now. Straight
Does-
to me. Come.
He looks the wrong way.
The other way, you bloody idiot. Other right.
He finally turns around and sees you.
I know Rory just got hit, but does Rory see this?
Oh yeah. Senna, you see it too. You're like, wait, that's that kid I hired.
And I say, wait, Jacob?
Aelin? Jacob looks over. He's like, what? Wait, what? What are you?
To me now.
Are you stealing
Quick,
stuff here?
quick.
He like runs over and he's like, I'm supposed to go to a sale,
Tell
to
me
a salt
everything.
sale.
Tell me everything that's happening here. Did scary tiefling lady tell you to go to the salty sale?
Yeah, I don't even know where they sell salt.
Okay, great. Stick with me for the moment. I will take you there shortly. Stay behind
Okay.
me now.
What are you doing?
Later. Here, behind me. Stay quiet. I'll make sure you don't come to harm.
Are you guys? Okay, he like very sort of carefully squeezes himself up against the wall. It's like he's not hidden at all, but he is basically out of the line of fire for
Yeah.
anyone. He's like, are you guys?
Aelin is gonna hand him one of his healing potions. Because he looks a mess.
Holds it in front of him. Yeah. He just holds it like he doesn't know. He's like, are you guys here for the prime conduit?
Yes. I hope you realize what kind of catastrophe that will be if what they're planning goes ahead.
He like sits and thinks about it. And he's like, oh wait, no, yeah, people will super, yeah.
Oh yeah. Stay
I
with
was
me,
just
kid.
thinking about how hard it would be, but it doesn't really matter because if it works, then I'll
Yep.
die either way.
Yeah.
I shouldn't have made anything for them.
Looks like you didn't really have much choice.
Oh man, I'm gonna be in so much trouble.
That depends on how you have a chat to my colleagues. For now, stay here, be quiet.
Yeah, he looks like he's going to.
Okay, yeah, is it my turn or is it...
It is.
Ooh! Okay, so, does that happen out of initiative sequence?
Yeah.
Okay.
Sort of taking a, like in
Yeah,
movies where
the
some people can have
narrative.
entire conversations in the middle of a fight and then the
Yeah.
fight just continues.
Yeah, it's sort of pull an
Those
anime and
vibes.
have a 20-second monologue in the middle of a rapier battle or something. Okay, I am going to try something. Message. I'm going to message 2, and I'm going to attempt to persuade him to leave.
Yeah, roll persuasion.
So Aelin fires up the message again.
Hello there, this is your friendly assassin. It would be wise for you to make yourself scarce. You really, really do not want to anger the priest in front of you. She will make your life literally hell.
He has already been targeted by horrifying spells. Roll with advantage.
Okay.
That is very plausible.
Yeah. Right, where's my persuasion? I'm actually pretty good at this. I say, you watch, I'll roll 2 1s now. Yes!
Or a 24.
That'll do.
This dude flees.
Okay.
He takes one look at his friend, like the number 1, and he's like, I'm gonna get help, probably, and just sprints away down the road.
Perfect. Now for my actual action, I think I've got a final spell slot available, so I'm gonna cast sleep on those two at the back again.
Just re-sleep them.
Yes.
I love that. Do it. Roll it.
Yep. Just straight up, I'm like, oh damn, those two are gonna be waking up. Ah, rose petals. Sand'll do. Hola! And he fires away with the sleep there. You're making do with what? Oof. Making do with what he's
They both
got.
fall asleep.
Yeah.
Yeah, for another minute on
Yeah.
top of it. And Senna, you're up.
They'll be super well rested at the end of this. And then I'm gonna
A
hide.
2-minute nap makes me feel better too.
Yeah, I'm gonna hide. So I'll roll that for you.
I'll look at one now.
Mm-hmm.
And how's Rory doing? looking?
Rory's looking okay. They're hurt, but not too hurt.
Okay.
Not like about to get a scar hurt.
Okay.
You, for sure, like in the last few rounds, have sort of had your opinion changed of this kid. Like he has taken, like the attacks that he has just absorbed would completely kill an average person to death.
Mm-hmm.
And he's just like looking angry.
Yeah, no, I think my opinion changed of him earlier, actually. So, and then just to see them in combat, I have newfounded respect. I'm gonna look at one and I'll go, care to join him? I'm gonna roll intimidation.
Oh yeah. Advantage, I think.
I'll ask him, I'll go, which one do you want to join? That one or that one?
Like the guy who ran away or the guy who's dead?
Yeah.
Do you have any sort of arcane, do you have any spells that you can put behind this?
Yes.
Or abilities?
I would say I have, no, actually, no. I don't have like, the thundering one that, Winona has.
Fair enough.
Yeah, so.
Okay, yeah. Just, I think still intimidation with advantage for the circumstance here.
Okay. And...
Yeah, I mean, these guys are cops. This dude is looking like he's going to flee. And it's really, he's trying to, Rory, get the sense of whether you're going to stab him or not. Like, what is your posture here? Because if he thinks he can run away without getting attacked, he will. If you will let him. He's like starting to shuffle that direction, certainly, and like facing you and looking up the road.
I certainly hear what Senna just said, and see him start to go away. And I'll hold my attack. I won't do a reaction and attack him as he's getting away from me.
Yeah, he's gonna follow his friend.
Okay.
Sprinting up the road, the two of them sort of disappearing around a corner. And this has been chaos. This has been utter.
It has been. This went wrong immediately.
There was no chance of this ever going right. None.
There
Zero.
are at least 4 or 5 people running different directions for reinforcements. But you all out front are not in any sort of immediate danger. And over the course of the next few seconds, Winona can absolutely sort of finagle the lock on this safe.
Absolutely.
Takes maybe a couple tries, but you're able to open this. It's heavy, the door, but it swings open, well oiled, and you see this blue, still glowing brightly crystal. It's not rough, but not smooth. Its surface is like a stream over pebbles, almost waving. It's like it looks like it's maybe 2 feet by 1.5 feet in the shape of an oval. You, Winona, can see it, hear it humming, vibrating within this apparatus that has been built around it. A metal structure, almost like it's hard to understand exactly what it is, but it's wires and thin like sticks and just like a complex and hard to understand mechanism
Cage.
has been
Yeah,
built
yeah.
around the outside of it. A cage is probably a better way to describe it. A round cage, if you can envision it. And it's there, and as soon as that lead door gets open, you see a few runes glowing on the inside of it. As soon as it's open, they fade, and Tanya, you've been with all your might reaching out with every single one of your faculties to try to connect to your god. It suddenly bursts forth into your consciousness, and it says, "You're here. There's not much time. Take me."
You got it. And Tanya goes to pick up the cage
Yeah, you can.
thing and
you can.
then just to run out the door. But then I was also like, I have so many questions for you though.
I'm not letting
And-
Tanya run anywhere alone.
Yeah.
we gotta go now. If they don't have this, their plans are essentially ruined.
Okay, let's go.
You're gonna take 2 damage as you run out, Tanya. A crossbow bolt from the guy in the second floor sort of goes off, the side of your face. But everyone else, you will be able to see Winona and Tanya, after like a second of difficulty struggling with the door, burst out the front door carrying this bizarre crystal in a cage. Tanya, it's like 30 pounds. It's heavy.
It weighs as much as flour. Let's go.
Absolutely. And I think that as you guys emerge into what is now the early evening and sort of take stock of the chaos, that we will call it to a close for the night. You guys walk out, and there's a dead body right in front of you. Rory is like bruised and bleeding.
And I'm catching my breath, yeah.
Rory,
And
I'm
you're just
so
all sort of
sorry,
right
but
there.
I found it.
I only
Rory,
ever
I'm so
see you
sorry,
like
but I found
this.
Found what? Wait, is that it?
Yeah, this is it. This is her. Them? Wait, what are you? It's a question for another time. Let's go.
Yeah, and I think that's exactly
Yeah.
where we'll call a close to it. We've gone a little longer than usual, but this is going to be an exciting place to pick up next week. Not next week, next time. When is
Yes.
it? It's
13th of November.
the 13th of November.
I have to wait so long to figure
That's
out
like
what happened.
3 weeks, right? That's
Yeah.
not long.
Yeah.
So long.
The finale.
Let's think of it this way. There are only 2 weekends without Daybreak City before the final.
Before
City.
Daybreak City, yeah.
Yeah.
Hmm.
That's true.
Thanks for playing D&D with me, guys. That was fun.
Thanks
Total-
for having
total
us for
chaos.
D&D snack. Oh,
Yeah.
Let's. What do we do here? We do a little brief intro and let anybody who's watching know kind of who we are and what
Yeah.
we do, like on the internet.
Sure.
Because let's go in order of time zones. So just because every minute I ask you to stay up is going to be more and more difficult to do this. Goldie, do you want to start?
Is it that obvious that I'm tired?
I mean, what time is it for you?
1 a.m.
It's nearing 1 a.m.
Yeah, 1 adjacent, so.
I don't have a healthy sleep schedule. It's fine.
Hey, none of us do.
Hey.
Yeah, hey, I'm out of practice. I'm I'm still Gold, aka Goldie. I've been on hiatus for a few weeks, but I'm hoping to come back this week. I'm a variety streamer and a voice actor, and you can find me at twitch.tv/stillgold.
Thank you. Next in order of time zone, Asticon.
Oh, hello, it is me, Asticon. Yes, it's been my pleasure to bring to you this evening your nerdy elf rogue, quote unquote. Should have gone as a wizard, to be honest, with the amount of spell casting he's done this session.
You're like the rogue wizard subclass.
Yeah.
Good.
It's great. I got to use bonfire again. I'm really happy.
Iconic.
It would
Yes.
definitely be in your character art if we had some.
Yeah.
So yes, you can find me on twitch.tv/Asticon, Twitter AsticonTM. I fly spaceships, yell at dragons loudly, assassinate people, build cities. I also write music and do art sometimes on my channel. Tomorrow you can find me, along with Taco Trashcan just underneath me, on Commander, our Elite Dangerous RPG show. And I tend to do that on Sundays these days.
It's a good time. It's chaos. Your other cast member on that show is Taco Trashcan.
Yes.
TT.
Hello, I'm Taco Trashcan. Who knew? I did. You did. We're not dumb here. So I'm also a variety streamer. I do a bunch of different things. One of my favorite things I do is Zillow reviews. So come on and join me if you like to smile and you like just a touch of chaos. And I'll provide that for you.
Absolutely. Ren, you and I have like the same stream schedule.
Never. Yeah, hi, I'm Ren. I played Senna for you guys today. You can catch me hardly, nowhere and everywhere. I'm in people's streams. I've been kind of taking a break from Twitch for the past few months just because work has been exhausting me. But if I'm ever online, you can catch me over at twitch.tv/Ren. And
Follow Ren so that you know.
yeah, when
You don't want to miss it.
Very
Yeah,
exclusive.
unless you do, then that's okay too.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Yeah, thank you.
Thanks.
Sun is so cool. Dragners.
Yes. So my name's Kyle, also go by Dragners, and I've been playing Rory, aka Edge, everybody's favorite. Flails about and just can't make attacks connect. I can't believe I rolled a zero.
It's
It's gonna hurt my soul for the rest of my
yeah.
life.
It's really bad as well because Edge, aka Rory, is brutal when he hits.
Yeah, like when I hit, but I often don't hit.
He's a fighter. He's a fighter.
I know. I need multi-tack. Anyways, you can catch me at twitch.tv/Dragners and Dragners and other social media platforms like TikTok, Twitter, Instagram, I guess, sometimes YouTube. I do YouTube stuff. I stream 4 days a week and a bunch of different stuff. Just all kinds of good vibes kind of streaming,
They call the variety streamer.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's a
Some people might
variety
call us a
stream.
variety streamer.
Yeah.
But I
Although,
choose to use
my
more words to
favorite-
describe the same thing.
I think that you have a particular affinity with games that involve holes.
Okay, yeah.
I'm Local Snack Preferences. I've been your DM today. Local_snack_preferences on Twitch. Very limited, erratic stream schedule, but when I'm live, it's illustration, sometimes games like Hades and Elite Dangerous. Like we mentioned earlier, we'll be back November 13th, the 13th of November, 11/13 or 13/11, depending on what part of the world you're in, at 2 Eastern. 7.
Add the
Big
five.
Ben time.
Yep.
7 o'clock Big
My
Ben
time.
time.
Big Ben time.
8 beer time.
Yeah.
Beer time.
What, 8 CET? Is that it?
Yes.
CET? Yeah.
Yep.
We have all sorts of rad shows going on in this channel right now. Tomorrow, as we mentioned, Commander. Wednesday, Dark Tide Rising Waters and Inspiration Juice. If you join us for those, it would be amazing. If you join us for the raid that we're about to do right now, I believe we're going to go say hey to a very cool friend who also does tabletop RPG. So if you wouldn't mind sharing the love there and copy and paste the raid message, all that good stuff, that'd be great. We'll see you next time. Thank you for joining.
Yes. And
Bye.
before I do the raidy shenanigans, because I'm in charge of this, unfortunately, quick shout out to Thunder Porpoise Music, who provided tons of the music for us. Thank you so much, TPM. Your music is astonishingly good and really cool. Drop them a follow on SoundCloud. I dumped the link in chat. We're gonna go ahead and raid. So
also Southpaw. I think Southpaw did the trailer. Also Dapper Dame did the overlays.
Oh my goodness!
Yes.
Thanks, guys.
Yes. All right.
Hell yeah.
Aw, thanks.
And we will see you tomorrow.